What's going on, everybody? My name is Mike. I am an artist, a filmmaker, and now I'm on YouTube. I'm on YouTube making this video because I want to start an art channel. I've been making art for the last 3 years or so, and I was like, okay, you know what? I'm taking this very seriously. Actually, it seems to be a little bit more than a hobby for me. So I'm just kind of like, I want to do everything I think I need to do to make a career out of this. Today, I want to talk about my experience at my first art show. So, my wife has a friend. Her name is Kawani. Shout out to you, Kawani. She decided that she wanted to put on her first art show, and I thought that was kind of crazy because I was like, yo, what are the odds that, like, just I guess on some just alignment, I'm like, what are the odds that Kawani is putting on an art show around the same time that I'm getting into art, you know? And I'm not gonna lie, I'm like, I don't know if I should be a part of this show. I just started doing art, you know what I mean? So, you know, like, I don't wanna take up room for others that deserve the space, if that makes any sense. So it's just some imposter syndrome, you know what I'm saying? So basically, she's doing this show, and I ain't gonna hold you, like, I'm not avoiding talking to her about it, but I'm avoiding talking to her about it, if you know what I mean. So, you know, eventually she's like, you want to be in the show? And I'm like, yeah, I do. I've never been in an art show before. I don't know what to expect. And she sends us over this beautiful document explaining her intentions for the show and what she's hoping for the show and the theme for the show. For us, by us, you know, super black. And up until that point, I do have a lot of pieces that I've made, but I didn't necessarily feel like I had anything I wanted to display outside of this one artwork I already done. And that was kind of like more, it was like an experiment. I was just like, it's more emotional than like something I could talk about per se. You know, I really wanted to have a piece that I feel like I could really, if somebody asked me about it, I could be like, oh, this is about such and such and so and so. So the whole month, I'm just racking my brain, like, how can I make something that I feel good about and I could talk about to add with this other piece that I already have. I basically just wanted to give myself armor for the show, you know, because I was it was fresh, it was new. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't really have any expectations. So I'm just like, how do I make sure I put all that care and all that love and all that attention into a piece at the show so that, you know, I could feel good when I'm there. And yeah, nobody can tell me that I'm not a real artist. I was thinking about my culture. I'm Jamaican, and one of my favorite artists is James Jean. James Jean, what he talks about a lot in his work is how he kind of uses it to connect with his culture. You know, he didn't grow up in where I want to say Taiwan, but I'm not 100% sure on that right now. But he didn't grow up in the country his parents grew up in, you know. So he uses a lot of his work and his art to make that connection, if you will. And I really resonate with that, you know. I'm Jamaican, but I grew up in America predominantly. I grew up in New York, so it's like, you feel me? And like, there's a lot of Jamaicans here. The culture is very rich here, but still, I feel like, you know, I still got uncles when they talk, I'm like, I don't know what he said. It's not like I don't understand it all the way, but you know how it is when you got your grand uncle, even talking to my grandfather sometimes, like he be saying stuff to me over the phone, and I'm like, Word. Yeah. I feel you. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, sometimes I do feel like, okay, how can I connect to my culture? And I really want to explore that in the piece that I want to make for the show. So boom. One of the things I always felt connected to as far as Jamaican culture goes is I always felt like connected to the messaging within the music, specifically reggae music. And if you know anything about reggae music history, when it comes to that, they used to do this thing called sound system. Sound system it's like an event. It's like, you ever seen Juice and the scene where I don't remember the character's name. I'm not gonna hold you, but Omar Epps, his character, he goes to the DJ battle and he's playing his music, another DJ's playing their music. That's basically what a sound system is. It's just like two music groups or more. They all show up with these big ass speaker setups. Like, there'll be speaker on speaker on speaker on speaker, and they come together. You know, they blast their sound. They'll have an MC, and he'll be doing like some crazy freestyle. And I'm talking about like this is like mumble rap before mumble rap type. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about they get on the mic and they just be like, you know, it's like they certainly saying something, but it's really more so sounds. and then, you know, a lot of sounds, a lot of you know, a lot of tough lion, and you know what I'm saying? It's like it's a frequency. It's more of like a frequency. So I'm thinking, all right, maybe I'll do a piece that's music related. And I was like, I had the title idea. I was like, I'm gonna call it Supersonic Reggae Party, cause like I'm in my mind, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna mix the sci-fi stuff, like the sci-fi anime stuff that I love, and I'm gonna mix it with the Jamaican culture, with the dub reggae, and boom, boom, boom. And my mom actually, through a conversation that I had with her, I don't even think I brought it up. I think she just said it on a whim. She was just like, oh, don't you know that one of my uncles, like your grand uncle, he well, I guess, yeah, one of her uncle would be my grand. Yeah. I'm new to this grand uncle stuff because I have a fresh baby, and my auntie was like, this is my first grand nephew. And I was like, what? Is that a thing? Like, I never heard that before, but that's a thing. So anyways, she's like, my uncle, he had a sound system, and he was really good, and there was a group, and there was a band, and da-da-da. So when she said that, I was like, that's confirmation. That's confirmation. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm tapping in right now. That's confirmation. So yeah, so I ended up you know, I was drawing this portrait. It kind of looks like me. A lot of people, it was like, is this you? And I'm like, fuck it, yeah. It ain't me, but I was just like, you know, when you don't want to like overly explain something, like what I'm doing right now. It's more so capturing the spirit of it. And yeah, I struggled making that piece. I made it. I tried to draw it mad times. The whole month I tried to make this one piece. You feel me? Like the whole month I'm like, what's the word? I'm sketching up ideas. I'm like trying shit, but nothing's really working out. And I almost was gonna give up. I was at that point with it, you know. I tried so many different drafts, and I'm just like, yo, fuck it. I'm about to just take one of these other pieces that I made and just put it up there. But I was like, nah, I can't go out like that. One night, I couldn't tell you exactly what happened. I think I finished the sketchbook, and I opened a new sketchbook. I have that sketchbook here with me right now. Hold on. You feel me? I don't even know if y'all can see this, but you should be able to see this. I drafted up a bunch of ideas. These are thumbnails. I drafted up a bunch of ideas, and yeah, one of them was hitting. One of them was hitting. I turned it into a sketch. You feel me? I turned it into a sketch, and you know, I completed the sketch on my iPad as I normally do. I was like, cool, artwork acquired, you feel me? It was a good time, man. Like I don't have it was better than I expected. You know, the experience was I didn't have any expectations, so I really didn't know what to expect. You know, so the fact that it was so good and so many people had so many nice things to say about my art was really cool. You know, and I chopped it up with all the artists there. They was cool. You know what I'm saying? I'll definitely I'll just be real. Like, I definitely deal with I deal with social anxiety. I feel like I deal with a normal amount of social anxiety / shyness. You know, I'm trying to get out of that. That's also why I'm doing these videos. I hope it wasn't too much of a yap. I hope somebody got something out of this. But I'm really just gonna be on some your favorite artist before the blow up vibes. This is it. This is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Have a lovely day. I hope you get some good news today.